Mic check. Oh. On. Okay, mic check. I broke it. Sorry. I was checking the I was checking the mic quality because my PC was on my desk because it is apparently proper to have it, on your desk and on and off the floor. I'm muted. Wait, real? Wait, why would I be muted? Am I? I'm muted. Wait, am I muted? I don't. Wait, why would I be muted? You're scaring me. Wait, am I muted? Oh. Oh, okay. I know I was muted for a second there, so you can't do that to me. I was like, wait, is my mic shouldn't be muted. I have it, everything open and functioning, and nothing's actually turned off. I'll apologize in advance for the audio quality since I've had to move my entire setup to my bedroom, and I do not have like all the cool stuff, Thank you so much for the sub, lady. I can't say for long, but you're not muted, and I love you. How about the flight? So yeah, have a good flight. Raze back. Yeah, Zay back. But well, temporarily. This is more so of a PA. Yeah, a PA. That I'm not sure I'll be able to return on the 12th, like I promised. But we'll see. We'll see how things go, because my life has been, I don't know if any of you have been keeping up with the saga of this month, of this past month for me, but our basement flooded, so they ripped out the floor, sorry, okay, let me preface this by saying that I'm in my room, which is right next to my brother's room, and I'm on bro watch since my dad and my sister stepped out to Costco. So if you hear him yelling in the background, he's fine. He's happy. Those are screams of joy, okay? I promise. If I hear anything that's actually bad, I'll let you guys know. But how's your dad? He's doing okay. He's more annoyed that he can't do anything. But like old people are like that, they think that they're still capable of doing everything, and they don't, because they don't want to be a burden and they don't want to get help, So he's in a sling right now. Thank you for the egg. He's in a sling right now. For those of you who don't know, he fell like on asphalt, like on the street, chasing a water bottle that fell out of the car. So he broke his wrist, and he's in a sling right now, in a splint that's in a sling, and he's gonna be getting a cast hopefully next week if all the swelling has gone down. Yeah, hopefully next week. But so I've been helping him out a lot at home with with a lot of the chores, and helping him like open bottles and stuff like that, But I also, yeah, my basement flooded, so they ripped out the floor in my office, and so they could clean the concrete though, Did you get the water bottle though? The neighbor got it for us, so she retrieved it. OMG, is this a rare Zay stream? I'm so sad that it's becoming rare now, Welcome in Jason though, and welcome in Gooman. Hello everybody, welcome to another stream. Hello, it's been a minute, hello. Yeah, dude, it's been a train wreck, honestly. But my physics class is finished, and my 2 online classes start tomorrow, so I almost wrote exclamation point 2. No, we're doing shoutouts really quick. Daystream being rare just means we're lucky. I still feel bad about it. Let me see if I missed any shoutouts. Hehe. I guess lady, of course. Welcome in Dank, welcome in Gooman, and Jason, of course. Welcome in everybody. Hello, hi, welcome to another stream. So yeah, they tore my office floor to clean the concrete beneath it because of the flooding. And, physics is over, so I got like this little break. Good on you for the physics class. Was it the electromagnetic portion? Yeah, it was actually. I think my professor was way too nice to me. I wrote I don't know on one question every test, and I still got 94s and 93s, you know? He's way too generous. Like, it wasn't like an entire question. It was like one of the, they put it was like four or five questions with subparts, and on the subparts I'd write I don't know, I'd like, he was nice. He let us like use notes and stuff. So I'd write down all the equations that I know are probably relevant to the question and just try to work off that. And I guess I got some credit for those. I only got time to stay 20 minutes and then we fly. That's okay. It's okay. You get to chill with us for 20 minutes. Are you checking fires again, or you on fire watch? Yeah, it's summer classes. They don't care. This is true. Actually, my lab professor cared the most. We had different professors. We had one for the lecture and then one for the lab. And the lab professor cared way too much. Oh, wait for it. Oh, Zane emote. You're still on Firewatch? Have they calmed down at all? I know the last pictures you sent looked pretty bad. I have my big boy dissertation in September, shaking my boots. You got this, you got this. What's a dissertation? Hold on. I want to find an actual list. Sometimes the press. Oh yeah, my lab professor cared a bit too much. He was. I hated this man. I hated him because the way he did the. You want to hear what he did for the final format? He. There were like 7 questions, right? 7 questions, and it was asking about stuff we previously went through, like equations and stuff, equations relating to the lab. But he did it timed on an online, it was an in-person class, so we had in-person labs, and he went through every question. He was like, you get 6 minutes to do this question, and then we'll move on to the next one. And I was just, that is way too stressful. That was way too stressful for me because I need time to like think it out, and write it down. And then he was like, I want it all in a PDF format, and I was like, but we're writing equations down and you want us to draw things, like how this is so unnecessarily complicated. Just and the thing is, like, our professor, our lecture professor let us use notes, but the lab professor didn't. So we were so used to using notes that we were like thrown into an iced water bath, I got my favorite Zay sticker. I didn't even see which one it was. Sorry. Research stuff? Oh, a research paper. I actually don't mind research papers. Does it have to be like 20 pages though? Is it like that? I have to do a research opportunity, so I'll be working in a little lab, I'm gonna mute my phone. I'll put it on vibrate. I have to do a research opportunity, which is a lot more fun than a research paper, but I think I'll have to write a research paper. It's like 80. Are you serious? On God? On what? Wow. That's actually insane. That sounds like ass. I felt my physics teach a while back similar to those events. Sometimes the teacher slash lab instructor is straight up ass. For real. I didn't mind physics, right? Like, it was hard. Buzzy, but hold on. Let me shout out this man because this man saved my ass in physics. Hold on. He deserves a shout out. He was playing Elden Ring last time I saw him, but does that work? You know what? Oh, good. Okay. Yeah, this man saved my ass. I would send him pictures from physics and I'd be like, help me. And he was so nice. He was so nice and he explained it in such a great way. It's the main part of my degree. Oh, ew, brother. Ew. Don't even get paid for writing it or getting it published. Maybe if it's so good, you will get published though. You still won't get paid, but maybe it'll get published. Often turn into like scholastic journals for teachers to read. That's about it. Nothing else useful. Oh, I see. I mean, if people are gonna read it, that's fun, right? You know what? You should send it to me. I'll read it. I won't know what it's talking about at all, but go for the clout. Very real, very true. Comfy. What are they saying? Oh yeah, I can't. the teachers I get along with least are the teachers with superiority complexes, which is what I think my lab professor kind of had, because it's like he was like, "Oh yeah, you're gonna get like a lab report every week, you know, which is fine, whatever." But then he's like, "I'm not gonna tell you which one you're gonna write it on until all the labs are done." Which sucks because I was like, why can't you just give us an extra day? So I know I have to write a report on this. I have to mentally prepare myself to write a lab report on this. So I gotta pay attention extra, you know? But whatever. Gotta do it for the off chance someone sees ya. Use the biggest words and take up more space. 35 font. True, true, true. That's how you fill up a page quick. Or yeah, you know what? Make the images, if you have like images or diagrams, make them like extra big and the captions extra long, you know? I realized at some point like my lab professor didn't care about captions for figures, so I stopped putting them in and I would still get pretty solid 80s, so I don't think the figure captions affected my grades. I don't think they helped is what I mean, which sucks because the first report I wrote, I was a good student. I was like, every figure needs captions, but then I realized I don't actually need to. The guidelines for him weren't very clear, I suppose. Streamer, welcome in, Improv! Welcome! It's been a minute, everyone. I'm so sorry for falling off the face of the earth. Honestly, like, I'm really glad that you guys are so supportive about me taking the break though, because I would not have been able to stream with everything going on, especially with my dad's injury, because it's not like he doesn't have an arm, you know. So like it's hard. I've had to do a lot more than I've normally do, you know. Things happen in life, so you need a break when you I know. I just feel bad. What's kettling? Huh? I'm not sure. Wait, what is that? Thank you, brother. Okay. But yeah, thank you guys so much for being patient, for allowing me to take a break. I'll probably still be on break in a bit. I just wanted to, I had time to stream today, so I was like, well, I'm not sure I'll have time in the future, so I might as well try. It's a thing off California. Oh, a thing off the coast of California. I've never heard of it before. Does it have anything interesting? Is that where you're going? I forget if you said it was for vacation or not. But we're gonna be playing Ace Attorney since that was one of the milestone things that you guys wanted. For chat's choice, Ace Attorney won for the game. So I know I haven't. I'm slowly gonna be cranking out some of the milestones as I can. Okay. What? Wait, it won. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I mean, it had 2 votes. So yeah, I think it won. It's rad, perfect chill vibes. Yeah, and that too. Yeah, you and Ether voted on it. Ether voted on it. So, it won. I've limited myself to no FPS games because I moved my setup to my bedroom, and my sisters, when they visit, they will not be very appreciative of me yelling at things in games, you know? Because if I get scared, I scream, and if I die, I call people a whore, you know, which isn't great, you know, which isn't a great business, or you know, it's not appropriate for a family overhearing. Is it the original or is it the trilogy or the prequel one? We're gonna do the Adventures one. So I don't know which one that is. The Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. I was gonna do the Adventure. I won't be as passionate in the voice acting just because I'm trying not to be too loud. Volume is a big thing because they don't want me to be loud, you know, so technically the first one chronologically that's a pretty good one. It's just the one that came up when I searched Ace Attorney in my Steam library, because Serenity bought this for me a while back, so shout out to Serenity. He's a real one. Hold on. We can. We're gonna do the game music. I turned it off because it was loud, but we'll turn it back on. So we're not sitting in that awkward silence. I also have to pull chat up on my phone because I no longer have two monitors since those are in the basement too. I hate this new layout for Twitch mobile. I don't know if any of you have it, but if you are able to not update your Twitch mobile app, don't update it. It sucks. How do I do this? Stream manager. It's like story modes for lives. Like I used to be able to just see a list of everyone I was following and who's live, you know, but now I have to like scroll past people I don't remember following to see people that are live. I haven't updated the Twitch app because I hate updates. You know what? That is perfectly valid. Just don't do it in general. It's terrible. The worst thing I've ever seen. Because everyone's trying to be, everyone's trying to jump on the bandwagon of having the same, like, story layout, but it sucks. It's garbage. How's audio, though? Is it too loud? Am I too loud? Can you guys hear equal amounts of Zay in game? I'm just gonna do it this way, because I did start playing it, but I didn't finish it. You know? So we're just gonna restart it from the beginning. Audio's good? Okay, I'll trust you on that. You guys have a preference for language too, by the way? The Fire Nation.
The revolution washed over the land, making life in the capital exciting and
The animation's actually really cool.
It was a period of great change, and some was swept away by
English is fine. Okay, thanks. Bang! I actually don't know if I've watched the animation. I might have skipped through it when I played.
But for one man, the turbulence of that era was just the beginning of an extraordinary story.
Gasp! Yo, animation skipper, I'm sorry. I just wanted to play, you know? I just wanted to play, I think. Yeah, I'm an animation skipper because sometimes you just want to get to the good part. The meat and potatoes, the actual game. He killed a man, execute him! Isn't it? I'm trying to remember. I think it was a very strange turn of events, but I can't remember the exact, like, situation. Okay. The 22nd of November, 8:43 a.m., the Supreme Court of Judicature Defendants and Chamber 5. Sorry. English, English is hard. Okay. Ace attorney cases are always very quirky. I believe it. I still can't believe it. Still can't believe this is happening. Can I, like, speed this up? See? Speed up. I am a fast reader. Is there a wait time? Text skip on, then you can press space to fast. Do it. Okay. Just gonna play this game soon too. Dark. Oh, it's Callie Pup. Welcome in, Callie Pup. Actually, wait, hold on. I'm gonna rearrange. Let's go up here. Stop watching and go play. Go support Ace Attorney. Go buy it. How can it be that just beyond the doors of this quiet little chamber is the highest court in Japan, waiting to decide my fate? I forget what orange means, but that's okay. How the hell do I sub a mobile? Don't ask me, bro. They changed the mobile layout and I cannot keep up. What? Oh, No, nothing. Savior glares, murderer! Sorry. That's me. I'm a murderer. No, I'm just kidding. Oh my god, wait. Okay. Okay. My name is Runosuke. No, hold on. Oh god. Names. I'm a second-year student at the Imperial Yume University. 3 days ago, I somehow found myself in the middle of a horrifying incident. And now, here I am, awaiting my trial. That's enough! That's enough monologuing. Shut the fuck up. I'll give you a B for that pronunciation. Good work. Thanks. I'll take a B. B is passing. C's get degrees, you know? He's not obligated. He's not obliged to listen to such abuse, officer. And who are you? I'm this man's lawyer. I'll be defending him today. Lawyer? Yes. And until the judge has given his verdict on the case. No one has the right to treat him as a criminal. Innocent until proven guilty, right? Oh, I missed it, sorry. Technicalities. Look at you. You haven't even graduated yet. Did you know that even D's get degrees? Trust me, it saved my life. You know what? You were so real for that. I think you need a higher than a C to pass the class if it's your major, at least at my school. But, you know, I passed. I dropped out of law school, you know? No, I'm just kidding. I never went to law school, so the title isn't accurate, but that's okay. This man has a constant breeze traveling with him. For real, the wind is a paid actor. And yet, I still seem to know better than you how a court officer should behave. Right. You know, can I like... Can I like call him something else? Can I like how to... I don't know how, I don't want to mess up the, hold on. Let me look up how to pronounce it properly. Right, how to pronounce... Can I call him Uno? Would that be rude? How to pronounce... Okay, hold on.
You are looking at Julian's pronunciation.
Rionosuke. Rionosuke. Oh god. Can I call him like Uno?
We are looking at how to
Why is this?
the name of this Japanese writer, author. We'll be looking at how to say more names from Japanese and...
Can you tell me how to...
You know, more videos for you. Any people mispronounce.
You tell me. Yes, you can also just shorten it to Rio or Rio, but Uno is funny. Okay, we'll go with... Would Uno... Just call him Uno? Okay. Right, Uno? Oh, yes, of course. Sorry. What are you apologizing to me for? Oh, no, I suppose that wasn't my fault. But really, Kazuma, I never meant to drag you into this. I'm sorry. There you go again, apologizing. Apologize! Just like always. I must... Oh, fuck, Okay, this is why I don't like skipping it. I just wanted it to speed up. Okay, hold on. So I must say, you've been all over the newspapers these past few days. Yume University professor murdered in cold blood by student. But obviously, you didn't actually do it, did you? No, I did it. I'm a cold-blooded killer, you know? I'm cool like that. Of course not! You have to believe me, I didn't do it. I could never murder someone. Then there's nothing to worry about. Straighten yourself up. Hold your head high. You mean... Oh, let me switch categories! I forgot, hold on. Aw, you got me, I killed him. Aw, shucks, you know me. A quirky little killer. Ace. Oh my god, why are there so... Ace Attorney... chemicals? Okay, do it like that. I believe you. I know you're innocent, Uno. Kazuma Osoji, my best friend, also in his second year at Yume University. Give him one of these? What even? Oh yeah, we got- wait, hold on, we got one of those too. There. Whip out the clock. It was me. But he's far more clever than I. Star student, in fact. He's even a qualified lawyer. Impressive, considering he's an undergraduate. It's not that impressive. The very concept of lawyers is only a few years old. Here in Japan, anyways. My qualifications don't mean much. Yet. You said exactly the same thing 3 days ago. I don't know how to differentiate these guys, so... we'll figure it out. But I'm proud to have a friend like you, Kazuma. Truly. 3 days ago. Yes, that's when all of this started. He's so- look at him! What a handsome man they drew him as here. Congratulations, Kazuma! Yippee! It looks like you're going to get to study abroad at last. I know, I've been forever dreaming of this day. Finally, those government elites have acknowledged my academic achievements and successes in court. So you'll be representing Japan as you immerse yourself in the most sophisticated legal system in the world. I'm really happy for you and proud as your friend. There's not a soul in the university who doesn't know Kazuma's name. What a hot shot! What a big shot. He's a living legend! It's like there's some mysterious aura billowing about his temple. Literally. There's literally wind. The wind is a paid actor. I want to bring about change in our own legal system. That's why I have to cross the ocean to see the real thing with my own eyes. The heart of the British Empire. I wish I could see it too. The tea drinkers! Oh my god, wait, Serenity, you're from there. Roland! London mentioned, tea mentioned. No, I'm just kidding. Then come with me. We'd have a wild time tearing up the streets of Her Majesty's City of London together. If only it were that simple. Oh dear, look at the time. I'd better be going. Alright, I'll see you later. I think I'll stay and enjoy this place a while longer. What a weirdo! Who stays behind when the... You know? You know, he wouldn't be in this mess if he didn't stay longer, I think. Good idea. After all, it's not every day you get to visit a high-class Western restaurant like this. See you in English class tomorrow, then, partner. Wink, wink. Well, the cafe might have a nice vibe. Maybe. Isn't it like a rich people place? It was straight after that. That's when it happened. Asoji. Is it Asoji or Asogi? May I have a word? Yo, old man! Professor! I didn't know you were coming. Well, this case has personal significance to me. Should I try to do a guy voice for him? I don't know. But never mind that for now. Soji. Hoping I'm pronouncing it. Please correct me if I'm wrong. You should go immediately to the judge's chambers. His Excellency's chambers? Why? He was looking for you before. Time to get the voice changer out. Dude, I wish I had one. Voice mod's free, right? But I don't think it- I think that you have to pay for specific voices. Your advocating for the defense in this trial was a sudden decision. It seems there may be some confusion about procedures today as a result. Who is this man? Wait a minute. Who are you? I feel as though I've seen him at university before. I I see. I'll go at once then. There's a free trial, but the pro stuff is like 40 bucks. Ugh. A month? Or one-time payment? Oh my god, it's Zay. Oh my god, it's a Pokey. Hey man. Hold on, let me shout you out. How you doing? It's been a minute. It's a one-time. Oh wait, that's not bad then. I don't think that's bad anyway. Because the voices can be really good. You guys should hear Panda's voice changer. I think he uses voice mod and he has like a woman voice that's actually really good in my opinion. It's so funny. How dare you abandon us? I'm sorry, I did warn you guys. So is it really abandoning you guys if I let you guys know? Well, actually it still could be, I guess. I let you guys know that I was abandoning you, so you had time to mentally prepare. And I'm gonna abandon you after this stream too, even. So there's your warning this time. I need to mess around with it. I have it and never touched it. I think it'd only be useful for situations like these. Although there's people that use a voice changer on like games to, you know, live the female experience in Valorant, I guess. Or live the male experience in Valorant. Honestly, it'd be worth, you know, with the amount of harassment women face in Valorant, like it might be worth getting a voice changer for that. I shall accompany you. Alright then, Uno, I'll see you in the courtroom. Yes, thanks, Kazuma. I'll try to do just, you know, different voices for them, but it won't be very good. Yikes, don't need that. Yeah. Ugh, this is awkward. I've been left alone with this old man and he's just staring at me. Oh my god, he's so friendly! What a cute old man. If I may? Yes, sorry? You must be the defendant. Damn, unfollowing. Cancel tweet incoming. Hello? What's the occasion? Wait, what's the occasion? Uno no Horo, I believe. Yes, that's right. Oh my god, he knows my name. My name is Eugen Mikotoba. Eugen Mikotoba. Mikotoba. Oh god. I'm a professor of forensic medicine at Yume University. Ah, professor. I'm not saying it again. I'm sorry. I'm gonna try to dodge names if I can because I am gonna butcher it and it's not gonna be a pleasant experience for you guys. I've heard that name from Kazuma before. If I can pronounce it, I'll try to say it. But if I can get away with it, I'm just gonna call him Professor. As I recall, I thought you were an anime watcher that you should be getting these names on point. I'm a watcher that I don't practice the pronunciation, you know? Honestly, like, I don't remember names of protagonists most of the time. Like, I binge watch animes, so they're for like an entire day, so the names don't actually stick sometimes, you know? Hopefully the other names are like Jib or Bob or something, you know what? We might have to shorten it like that if it comes to it, you know? I don't mean to be rude. I just don't want to butcher names and make this an unpleasant experience for people that actually know how to pronounce it, you know? It might bother them more though that I'm not like trying to pronounce it though. I do try, but most of the time it's just bad. Name him John. He looks more like a Peter to me, in my opinion. Or yeah, Peter or Jim. As I recall, he's been pushing to get the government to agree to Kazuma studying abroad. I'm assuming, I think that's Kazuma's last name, so I'm just gonna keep calling him. He looks like a John, really? You think so? I think Peter would suit him better, but you know, whatever. John could suit many people, perhaps. Kazuma has told me about you. You and he are best friends, I understand.
Oh my god, he called me we're besties. Oh my god.
As such, I feel you should know. Know what? Well, as you've no doubt heard, Kazuma has been granted permission to go and study in Great Britain.
The tea drinkers. Besties, oh my god, yeah, that's us.
However, if he should fail to defend you in today's trial, I'm afraid that permission will be revoked and never granted again. The stakes are high. They're having a student do this. What's wrong with drinking tea? Nothing wrong with drinking tea. It's just, you know, dirt. It's just gross water. I'm a fan of milk teas, you know, and boba tea, but tea on its own, not really. I've been on the hunt to try to find a tea that's actually good though. Or that one that I would like. What? Ah, as I suspected, you were unaware of this. I had a feeling Kazuma may have chosen not to tell you. He agreed to defend me, knowing that if he fails, his dreams will be shattered. That's a real homie. That's my bestie. But I don't understand. Why would the government do such a thing? Because they want to raise the stakes and fuck you up. What about coffee? I've been on the coffee hunt. I've been on a, you know, I've been addicted to coffee for a while now, actually. I found this creme brulee coffee at a convention. I sent a picture of it in Discord before. It was pretty bad. But I like vanilla coffees with a lot of milk. I have to have milk in my coffee, apparently. It has to be like 50% milk. You know? I'll have you know I'm drinking ginseng and tea, green tea right now. What is that alcohol? Or is that another? Are you drinking a combination of two teas? It helps boost the immune system and lower blood sugar. Is it a tea? Are you drinking? Is it medicine? Are you drinking? Did you just sprinkle in to be a little healthier? Yeah, it's an herb. I'm just wondering if it can be like. It's an herb, but it can go in teas. I see. He's fancy like that. The administration has to choose from a large number of applicants for overseas study. It's very difficult to persuade them to grant permission, even in the most favorable of circumstances. I don't believe. But I didn't do it! I swear it! I'm not a murderer. Sure, that's true. Nevertheless, I can assure you that proving your innocence will be no easy task. They literally caught him gun-handed. You see, there are certain peculiarities about today's trial. Sorry? What do you mean? You'll soon understand once proceedings get underway. But then what should I do? Well, naturally, I'm not going to suggest doing anything that could lead to a conviction. Wow, such great advice, old man. Right, so as soon as the trial starts, the judge will pose a certain question to the defense. When that happens, you must answer before anyone else. You must say, I do. Peculiarities equals a catgirl VTuber is the defendant. Peculiarities is having a catgirl on trial in general. Imagine someone shows up to trial wearing cat ears. Give up, child. Yeah, we should just leave. We should go on the run. It's time to change our names and drop out of law school already. They caught us gun-handed, guys. It's over. I do? They're asking for your hand in marriage. Uno, wake up. You're getting married. This isn't a murder case, it's a marriage. But what will the question be? Surely not. Do you accept the accusations brought before you? Of course not. Defendant! Court is about to begin. Proceed to the courtroom at once. Yes, sir. I do! It would seem our oh my god. It would seem our surreptitious discussions are to be cut short. So allow me to summarize. Kazuma Soji must not be the defense lawyer in this trial. Of course, as the defendant, that final decision is yours. What are you waiting for? Do you want to be found guilty for failing to appear? Yes. I'm on the run. I'm changing my name and leading a life of crime. Get moving. There's no point in anyone advocating for the likes of you anyways. Jesus Christ, they're so mean. And for what? This is it. This trial goes badly. Kazuma's dreams of studying abroad are over. And what's more, I'll be found guilty of murder. Of murder, gasp. And so, with absolutely no idea of what lay ahead, I embarked on that unforgettable trial. My one and only chance of proving my innocence, the trial that would decide my destiny. The conviction rate in real life Japan is something like 98%. It's what? Seriously? Oh my god. Do they just not, I wonder about their like their, you know, their system, like how much time they spend on each case then, if that's the case. 22nd of November, 9 o'clock a.m., Supreme Court of Judicature, Courtroom 2. Yep, it's bad. Oh. So this is a courtroom. He's shaking in his boots. Look at his eyes. Look at that, the wind. Even the wind has picked up his nervousness. The Supreme Court of Judicature. Judicature? Yeah. No court in the land has more power. I don't much like the look of those people sitting in the public gallery. Yeah, they all look the same with that. They don't even have eyes. Love the expression on his face. Yeah, they're very expressive, considering it's an old game. Lots of military and other uniforms in there. The powers that have been demanded that this be a secret trial. A secret trial? A trial that's closed to ordinary members of the public. Only military and government officials may attend. What? But why? It'll be clear in time. But for now, you should explain all of this to me beforehand as your client, you know? I should be prepped as much as possible so I don't say anything stupid. A secret trial, they don't want the cat girl to go public. I mean, it's understandable. You know, one of the biggest, you know, one of the biggest drug lords in the, no, I'm just, in all of Japan, you know? It'll be... Yeah, you should really prep me as your client. They don't have the time, obviously. Did I never get the chance to sit in a cell and, like, you know, think about my actions or something? Or are they just that quick with the system? Maybe that's why their conviction is so high. You need to concentrate. You know, it's about to begin. Order in the court! Hi. The court will now hear the trial of Uno Naruhodo. The prosecution is ready, Your Excellency. I'll give him the nerd voice, okay? I'll give him the nerd voice. As is the defense. That's gonna get annoying real fast. Before we begin, there is one point of order I would like to confirm. Yesterday evening, the defense made a last-minute request for a change of advocate. That's correct, Your Excellency. I made the request myself. Well, everyone that I've seen voice over the game gives him a nerd voice. It's well-deserved. He just has that look to him, okay? Normal procedure is for the defendant's advocacy to be decided 2 days prior to trial. As this is an unusual circumstance, I am obliged to ask for the final confirmation now. Who advocates for the defendant in this trial? This is it! This must be the question! I do? Who's going to defend me? That's the question the professor meant. Alright, say it! Say I do! But then, if I say I do, that doesn't make sense. I need to answer quickly. What should I do? Hold on. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Right? I do. I advocate. Your Excellency, no confirmation is needed. Look at his eyes.
Yes!
Yes, I didn't even get to read that. I advocate for myself. Self-advocacy. What is the meaning of this unruly outburst? I would like to inform the court that I, Uno Naruhodo, will be defending myself. You'll be... What? What did he say? What are you playing at, Uno? Professor... Professor told me everything, just now before the trial. Did what? He said that your dreams of studying abroad would be dashed if you were to lose. Also, bear in mind, Uno isn't even a law student. He studies English. Wait, really? I thought he was a law student. Oh god, we're screwed. We're so cooked right now, bro. I mean, you need English to get into law school, or like English, political science, etc. to get into law school, or history, you know, to get into law school, so. I watched Street got reset. I was at 40. Wait, why did it get reset? Is it because I haven't streamed in so long? That's so weird. Because if you're a last stream, then it, you know, would have counted. I don't know. That's so weird. Twitch sucks. How sad. It means you don't have faith in me. You think I won't be able to get you off. Yo, he wants to get him off. No, that's not it. It's not that, really. It's just that... Hey, yo, sus, you know, they're homies, you know, they gotta kiss each other goodnight and get each other off. They're besties, you know? Well, on the off chance that things don't go well for me, I couldn't bear to be the reason that you... Look at him pouting. Yes. I knew that's how you'd feel, which is exactly why I decided not to tell you. Gotta get off alone, Kazuma, you understand, surely. Professor shouldn't have stuck his nose in. Very well. The court hereby recognizes the defendant's desire to advocate for himself in today's trial. Well, well. Does the accused admit defeat already? Renouncing his own counsel. Really?
Objection!
Objection! Make no mistake, counsel. This merely shows that the defendant's innocence is so apparent, he's confident he can speak for himself. Isn't that so, Uno-san? Huh? Oh, yes! Exactly! Exactly what I wasn't thinking! I'm not confident at all. Shaking in his boots and his eyes. Fact, my mind's a complete blank. I realize you're in charge now, but still, try not to look so bewildered. Well, for a mere university student to be brought before the Supreme Court, you must have perpetrated a most heinous crime indeed. I love you. He's such a silly guy. He's such a silly little English student. As you are no doubt aware, this is the Supreme Court of Judicature of Japan. Accordingly, the very highest standards of conduct are expected of all present. That means put your fan away. We have AC. No, I'm just kidding. Do I make myself clear, Defendant Naruhodo? Yes, Your Excellency. It is therefore my duty to assess your competence for the task you have undertaken. My competence? I'm not confident at all! What does that mean? He's questioning your ability to do the job. Well, he can't be questioning it more than I am. So, let's start with the very simplest of questions. Oh, yes. Kindly state before the court the name of the victim in this case. He's not confident! He's an English student! Ah! Well, it's a good thing it's not a psych evaluation, because I would fail that at least. Well, that's easy. I've heard his name many more times than I care to remember. But, wait. Ugh, I'm so nervous I can't even remember that. Uno. Let me guess. Your mind's gone blank. You know me so well. You know me, my mind and my body so well, Kazuma. We're homies. All the relevant information for this case can be found in the court record. But I can't even find that. It's simple. You can access the court record with a press of E. Kazuma's husbando. Yeah, Uno and Kazuma. They're like this. By the way, these two get shipped so much in the fandom. I mean, it makes sense. They're homies, you know? If you ever find you've forgotten something, just consult that. It's all that's in there. It's all in there. It's E. I can't press that now. I just have to press E for the court record. Alright, there's no time to lose. I whip out a keyboard and... Wait, what year is this? I'm not sure what year this is, but I don't think they have keyboards yet. Switching to people instead with E. Find details about the victim in here. When you're done, just press Z to go back. John H. Wilson, 47. So remember, everything to do with the current case can be found in the court record. Oh, I hit it again by accident. Proof that I'm a university student. Post. Death occurred a little after 2 p.m. and was caused by a loss of blood from a gunshot to the chest. The bullet did not pass through the victim's body. Fatal hemorrhage from pectoral ballistic trauma. Now, you'd better not keep His Excellency waiting any longer. Go on. I already forgot it. Find the victim in the people section of the court record, then press R to present. Try it now. Oh good, I don't have to remember.
Yes!
The victim's name was Dr. John H. Wilson, a name I can pronounce.
Well, at least you can remember the name of an esteemed member of your own university.
Dr. Wilson was a visiting professor from England, invited to Yume University 3 years ago. Indeed, which is the reason why this case has such profound implications. The British Empire is at present our country's most valuable foreign ally. As of most of you will be aware, we have just signed a new treaty together after lengthy negotiation. I cannot English. There can't be anyone who hasn't heard of the Anglo-Japanese Treaty of Friendship and Navigation.
And yet, despite these delicate circumstances, the blood of an Englishman has been spilt on our soil. You two are both undergraduates at the Imperial Yume University, are you not? Murdering a professor from the very institution that provides your education. Have you no honor?
But I didn't do it. This case is coming under great scrutiny from our allies on the other side of the world. The court therefore wishes for a speedy resolution to the matter. Humph. In other words, our feeble government is scared of upsetting England's policymakers. And you're a convenient and expendable scapegoat to blame for this crime. That's why this trial has these unusual peculiarities, is it? Exactly. Our government needs to convict someone as quickly as possible. All because the victim was an Englishman, and my homie was found with a gun in his hand. Yes, Dr. Wilson was an Englishman. But nationalities and treaties won't make any difference for me here. The fact is, I was there at the scene of the crime. I'm pretty sure he had the gun in his hand, which looks really bad. Oh dear, look at the time. I'd better be going. Alright, I'll see you later. I think I'll stay and enjoy this place a little longer. Good idea. After all, it's not every day you get to visit a high-class Western restaurant like this. See you in English class tomorrow, then, partner. That's why they're shipped, you know, they call them partner. They're partners, you know? The British Empire. Wow. It's incredible to think... Wait. I've seen that man at university. I'm sure he's a visiting professor from Britain. I don't know his name, but still. I should go and say hello. A nice bromance. I went over to the professor's table and introduced myself to Dr. Wilson. Ahoy! Welcome to the stream, Raider-sama. Oh, thank you so much for the sub! Welcome in, how you doing? There you go. Monster Hunter World, that's my game! Or it was my game, I haven't played in a minute, but that's besides the point. Now then, let me pose my next question to you, Defendant Naruto. Good, how have you been? I've been okay. There's a lot going on, but all things considered, I am doing okay. Thank you for the shout. Of course, of course. Have you played Ace Attorney before? Yes, Your Excellency. How did this Professor of Medicine, Dr. John H. Wilson, lose his life? State before the court the cause of death. A bullet to the chest. I think it was. Do I present it now? Blood loss from a gunshot to the chest. Okay, wait, hold on. Can I present that or? No. Remember that in court, every assertion must be backed up by evidence. By evidence? But how? I forgot to say thank you for the shout out. I really appreciate it. Of course, man. I love your streams actually though. I really think you have the chance to make it big. Your streams are always entertaining. I'm lurking usually, but I'm there. I played the first 3, but I kind of fell off after those. I need to catch up at some point. How many games are there? By evidence? But how? Find the piece of evidence that shows the professor's cause of death and select to present. Do it now! This one. Yes! There are 9 games. Oof, the 4th one is really good, but they kind of got worse after that. Oh, I hate when that happens. Did they switch writers or something? Or any changes in the company lately? Well... According to this document, the victim suffered a hemorrhagic death due to gunshot trauma.
Learn to read, you imbecile! That's the post-mortem report, I take it?
Sorry, yes, that's right. The, post-mortem report. In the West, a doctor dissects corpses to identify the cause of death in an autopsy. There are 10 games, including spin-offs. Apologistus I recommend in this game, but all the rest are kind of meh. Unless you're gonna make me cry, thanks. Of course! I genuinely do enjoy your streams. I feel bad I haven't been able to stop by recently, but I haven't been online. I haven't stopped by to anyone's in a while. I try to make brief appearances at least, because it helps, you know. Yeah, it helps people know that I'm still alive, you know? And I haven't died from, you know, studying too hard. All the smoke coming out of my brain, you just gotta be sure, you know? But here in Japan, a police officer merely inspects the body and draws conclusions that way. Oh, that's not good. Oh, I see. As long as I'm not going to be tested on any of this later. Should I give him that anime protagonist voice or?
This is a so-called photographic print of the scene of the crime.
I can't do the nerd voice very well. I haven't practiced it very well.
You can clearly discern scorch marks around the bullet hole produced by the powder explosion. In other words, we should assume that the victim was shot at close range.
Thank you, Counsel. The court will accept this modern scientific evidence into the record. Photographic print of the victim has been entered into the court. Oh, cool. So that's a photographic print. Well, that's something I've never seen before, because I'm an English student. It's clearly superior to a drawing. The detail is incredible. Very well. I am satisfied with your answers. Let us start the trial.
Certainly, Your Excellency. So, without further ado, in order to better appraise the court with the facts of this case, the prosecution hereby calls its first witness who was there at the scene of the crime when it happened.
Ugh. This is it then. I think I may have worked out what the professor had in mind. Professor? Yes, clearly you're the defense lawyer today, not me. That doesn't mean... Well, I can still act as your assistant. Ah, of course! When he was speaking with me before, he simply said, Kazuma Soji must not be the defense lawyer in this trial. I find it funny that each train in the franchise has a quirk. I seem to forget what was Ryu's. Wait, what do you mean by quirk? Like, do you mean like the way his bandana is blowing? Or woohoo! Thank you so much for the sub! Thank you so much for the sub, Callipop! I appreciate it. Oh my god, my low-key broken actually. I'll fix that later. He really has been sticking his oar in, hasn't he? Maybe, but any help you can give me would be greatly appreciated, Kazuma. Oh, each pro tag has a special skill? Really? Wait. Oh, I guess I'll figure out my special skill at some point. Maybe my special skill is getting out of this case unscathed. Unharmed. Well, my first piece of advice is this. Rein in that crazy look of bewilderment and control the cold sweats. Only if you rein in that crazy headband and control the cold stares first. No, I like his headband. Leave him alone.
Witness, state your name and occupation for the court, please.
Of course. My name is Satoru Hosonaga. I am the head waiter at a western side restaurant called La Carnival. I don't have to voice that, right? He does it himself. Are you alright? You seem to be coughing up some... He's got a little something there, yeah. And now he's dirtying his rag with his own blood. It's a regular occurrence. It really doesn't bother me. Well, it really, really should.
As everyone knows, the capital's southeastern quarter was developed for foreign visitors some time ago. It's become a very fashionable district now, full of hotels to accommodate overseas guests.
My man has that Walter White or Arthur Morgan cough, for real. You know, when I was at a convention and we saw an Arthur Morgan cosplay, it actually looked really good. Maybe TV? Maybe. I forget what he has. I think they do mention it though at some point.
This grim crime occurred in one of the district's so-called restaurants, an Occidental eatery, 3 days ago.
Sorry, I don't remember how to do the nerd voice. I just need to think I need to reset my brain with,
actually?
You know, every time, but... Understood. Hosonaga-san, you will kindly tell the court everything you can about the incident. At once, sir.
And no petty interjections. And no petty interjections from the aspiring lawyer boy, please.
This guy is gonna interject more than I can. Oh, perspiring maybe, but aspiring? It was just after 2 p.m. on the day in question. We have few dinners at that time of day. Also, doing funny voice is hard in games like these. I think maintaining them is hard, you know? Interjecting is my favorite flavor of justice! That's so real. You're so real for that. The lunchtime rush was over. There were only 3 tables still occupied. I don't remember what voice I gave him. That fits in with my memory of it too. There was hardly anyone else in the palace. Oh my god, I can't read! There was hardly anyone else in the place. Actually, visual novels are a test of the throat. Yeah, I learned that when I was playing A Date with Death. It's like a, you know, an endurance thing. Trying to maintain the voice throughout and keep going, you know? Some people who play through these games get streamers to come on and voice the other characters. Yeah. They're all men though, so, you know. All of them so far have been men. We've seen one woman. I think it would probably be more efficient to have actual people come in and voice them. But I only stream for a short period of time, so I don't mind reading them all. It was when I was in the kitchen, putting away crockery and cutlery. A gunshot rang out, so I hurried out to the dining area to see what had happened. That's a cop-out. Do all the voice, it ups your skill level. Yeah, I'll get used to this. Watch this. I'm gonna become a pro voice actor in no time. Ain't nothing to it. I found the victim, an English gentleman, slumped in his chair. And standing immediately beside him, gun in hand, was the accused university student.
Yes!
Yes, that is so true, bestie. Hold on, let me just clarify something here. While I did pick up a gun that I found lying on the floor beside the professor, I didn't shoot him.
Objection!
I believe I asked you to refrain from petty interjections. The court wishes to listen to the witness's report of what he saw, you amateur. But the next time you interrupt at an inappropriate time, you will be penalized. Defendant Naruhodo. Don't worry, Uno. You'll have your chance to fight back. He's so disappointed in me. For now, we must just quietly listen to the witness. Ugh. If I may confirm one point, waiter. Standing beside the victim with a gun in his hand was the same man we see here in
Oh my god, let me fucking read!
Standing beside the victim with a gun in his hand was the same man we see here in court today?
Yes, without question.
I see. And apart from the accused, was there anyone else standing beside the victim?
No. There was no one else around that table but the deceased Englishman and the university student. Streaming turns off your reading ability, it's rough. You know, when I read these, I usually just skip through. I read really fast, so I just keep spamming the A button, you know? I don't need to process words as much as I am during streaming, you know? Huh? Wait, what did he just say? I don't know, I wasn't listening. No one else was standing beside me? There was no one else around that table? You say that? What's the matter, Uno? That's just not right! What's it? Maybe... Anyone else standing beside there was no one else around the table, but oh, okay. You get the vibe of the message? I'm the same? Yes. We filter out the unimportant words. When I went over to Dr. Wilson to say hello... There was a woman sitting opposite him at his table. Really? That's not something that waiter could have missed. I've been warned about interjecting, but still, what should I do? Ooh, another cat girl at the scene? Nah, she's not cool enough. She's not cool like me. I'm the coolest cat girl there is. Wait, should I interject? They don't like me yelling, but I feel like we should. You know, what do they say? What do they say would happen next time I interjected? Am I getting kicked out? I'll be penalized. Can we? I forget if I interjected the first time or not. I'm thinking interject. You're getting kicked out of court on our first day? Interesting, more than one cat girl? No, I'm the only one! Penalized, maybe we wait. Is this an appropriate time though? Is this an appropriate time? I'm gonna do it. I'm interjecting.
Yes!
Just a moment, please! Dr. Wilson wasn't alone that day. I'm sure of it. There was a lady sitting with him at the same table.
Dear me, dear me. What are we going to do with you? With your blatant disregard for court proceedings, I'm beginning to wonder if you're not a fraud.
Listen, I never said that I was a law student, okay? I'm defending myself.
Could it be that the accused, this mere student, is not a real lawyer after all?
Am I supposed to be a real lawyer? Can I not defend myself as a not lawyer? But I'm sure of what I saw. Wasanaga-san, is there any chance you're mistaken? Perhaps your memory of events is hazy? No. The deceased gentleman came to dine alone. I don't believe it. In fact, I actually wanted to be a lawyer at one point, but then I saw the failure rate for the bar exams. I was almost a lawyer too but then I decided not to because you need really good grades for that, and C's get degrees is my motto. I actually have a rough plan of the restaurant as it was that day. Please, have a look if you'd like to. Let me see. Ah, a sketch of the establishment's layout drawn by yourself, I presume. That's right. I'm afraid I used the back of my business card. It was a turbulent situation. Being a lawyer sounds stressful? Yeah, for sure. Especially in criminal law. Like lower cases, like dealing civil cases, are probably not fun, but they're easier probably than criminal cases, which, decide a person's future. However, as you can see, the gentleman in question was seated alone. Well, clearly a very conscious waiter. Thank you, sir. The court will take this plan and add it to the court record as evidence. Oh, well. Is there a problem? Hand the plan to the court officer at once. Of course. Here you are. What was that about? He's been completely calm and collected until now. Something certainly seems to have shaken him. Yeah, he's coughing extra. Uh-oh, he messed up. The waiter's business card. Oh, wait, it's coming back to me a little bit.
So, the court has now heard a process of the case.
Isn't it like there's something on the back of it? How do I look at the back of it? Maybe they'll let me do it here. Arrow keys, if I remember correctly. Oh, okay. No. If I press right button. Oof, maybe not. No worries, no worries. Well, they might tell us later. Hold on, my father is calling me. Frick, I was muted. I'm sorry. We were trying to figure out how to look at the back of the card. Sorry. I hope you guys were able to read that. I can go back and read it if you want, but they're just, you know, they're just saying it would seem we are looking at a black and white case here. You can hear me now, right? Tell me you can hear me now. Right now. My dad's getting me ice cream now. Simply read the VTuber's lips. I don't know if the rigging is advanced enough for that. We can hear? Yes. Okay, good. Thank you. Defendant Naruhodo. Yes, Your Excellency. If you admit your guilt at this stage, the court is willing to look mercifully upon you. Huh, strange. I think some items are 3Ds. Others are just paper. Oh, I see. I'm pretty sure there's something on the back of that business card that is important.
In other words, you may receive some small reprieve in terms of your inevitable punishment.
I called this waiter as an oh wait, sorry, wrong person.
I called this waiter as an unsworn witness in order to explain the details of the case to the court.
You can turn it around later, I'm hoping so.
But I must warn the defense, if you are determined to pursue matters further in this trial, the prosecution has decisive evidence from sworn witnesses who were present at the scene of the crime.
What do you think? What do you think I should do, Kazuma? What do you mean? Well, I'm going to be found guilty one way or another, it seems. Wouldn't it be sensible to plead guilty at this stage and hope for a more lenient sentence? Are you crazy? You're innocent! Everyone keeps telling me that this trial is unusual, about these peculiarities. You've said it, Professor said it, and so has the judge and the prosecution. I'm scared of what lies ahead if I push this. As I said from the outset, I believe you're innocent. I trust you. And yet, despite knowing that, you're willing to throw that trust back in my face? Is that it? What? If the accused is in fact innocent, then a defense lawyer is duty-bound to prove that innocence by whatever means necessary. We gotta kill everyone in court. Whatever means necessary. Are you just going to abandon that duty? Are you just going to give up on yourself? We upset the husband. Yeah, he's upset. He's angry at us. He's disappointed. The battle hasn't even begun yet, Uno. It's true. Can't be found guilty if everyone is dead. Right. No witnesses. Damn. The defense pleads not guilty, Your Excellency. We invite the prosecution to stop making empty threats and bring out its witnesses. Then we'll see just how decisive this evidence really is. Ooh, look at him getting all fired up. He's gonna make a great lawyer someday. Indeed. Prosecutor Achi, please continue with proceedings.
Well, you were warned. The young can be so reckless.
The man is carrying. I know, he's our homie, you know?
You know, many call me a saint, but I can be a devil if I want to.
You know that there's a meme, like I can be your, hold on, I'm gonna send it in Discord, actually, really quick. Cause it reminds me of it. It just reminds me of it, hold on. Bulletin board. I can be your angel or your devil, hold on. Where is it? It's in my... Oh. Never mind, it doesn't have the text, but it reminds me of this cat pic. I should join the Discord, I want to see it. Yeah, I just posted it in memes. I can also bring it up here. Oh yeah, it's like one of those cringy werewolf quotes for real. Okay, hold on. I'll pull it up here too. You guys can see what I'm talking about. This one. This cat. I can be your angel on the left, or I can be your devil. Okay, sorry. Ugh.
In a few short moments from now, that dumbstruck young mouth of yours will be silenced forever.
That's a Quite the threat to make in court.
The prosecution calls its next witnesses.
Very well. Officer, bring forth the witnesses at once.
Witnesses, kindly state your names and occupations for the court.
Yes, sir. The Great Nippon Imperial Army's Sergeant. Oh my god, wait. The Great Nippon Imperial Army Sergeant Iesa Nosa reporting for duty, sir. Sir! Sorry.
Myself, I find
what kind of voice do I give this man?
Myself, I find employ as a purveyor of fine articles of antiquity from the efflorescence of our nation.
I hope I'm pronouncing this right too, Nippon.
And conduct my trade from Rasute, a humble premises in the 2nd district.
Yurio Kurekuta at your service. Also, most names in Ace Attorney are puns like the sergeants. Oh, I'm not picking up on them. Iesa Nosa. What does that mean? You might have to explain the joke for me, I might be a little stupid. An antique dealer and a soldier. What an unusual pairing.
Both of these gentlemen were present at the restaurant on the day in question.
Iesa Nosa? Yes sir, no sir. Ah! There's a guy in the first game called Dead Man. Is it the victim? Or it might be the side games? Is that the victim's name?
Both of these gentlemen were present at the restaurant on the day in question.
They must be the diners at the other table that the waiter mentioned.
Myself, I habitually take tea of the most exquisite aroma of the establishment in question. Always post-noon.
It is the victim in the game. How did you guess? Oh man, I don't know. Just, you know, just a little quirky guess on my part. Rah, fellow tea enjoyer. Is that what he's looking at? I thought it was an antique. Is that an antique tea holder?
And, not infrequently, converse with interested parties regarding the curios with which I make my business.
He also gets a nerd voice, just a little more nervous, you know? I can't understand a word that old man is saying. He's an antique dealer, and it sounds like he's a regular at La Carnival. He seeks out potential clients. He seeks out potential customers who may have an interest in antiques and tries to sell his wares to them. He obviously targets La Carnival because it's a high-class restaurant with rich clientele. Right, I see. Although, to be honest, that sergeant looks more like he'd be a seller rather than a buyer.
Now, you both witnessed the precise moment of this most atrocious incident. Is that correct?
Affirmative! The enemy unit was seen attacking the foreigner in what can only be described as an act of war, sir. It was that black uniformed rogue infantryman over there who unloaded his firearm, sir. The baby. This man is... this man's as impossible to understand as the other. But I'm almost sure I heard a strange noise during that last thing he said. He took a shit. He shit himself. He's scared. So, this decisive evidence the prosecution was threatening. The soldier is claiming that he actually saw the precise moment you shot the victim dead. Yes. Well, are you starting to feel uncomfortable? If I'm honest, I was feeling uncomfortable from the start. Now, the court will hear your formal testimony, please. You'll state everything you saw at the precise moment that the incident occurred. Sir, yes, sir! Standing by ready to report, sir!
Unsavory memories of the most acerbic afternoon.
What a kind of... I don't know how to do it. Sorry. what the witnesses saw. I was ingesting a regulation beef steak at the restaurant while having a tactical discussion with the old man.
Myself, I was extolling the virtues of a particularly fine golden curio to the military gentleman.
At that precise moment, a firearm was discharged. I observed the enemy's actions with my own eyes. The black uniformed varsity cadet fired at the English civilian, and from the back, you cowardly little weasel.
I was on my hands and knees investigating the whereabouts of my mysteriously absconded precious curio.
I keep forgetting what voice I gave him. Sorry. I know it's just a high-pitched nerd voice. Well, so you, Sergeant Nosa, actually witnessed the vital moment. You saw the split second when the defendant fired the weapon at the victim. From the back, though, he said. Affirmative! Yes, sir! Affirmative, sir! That wicked university cadet, sir! That cruel and unforgivable enemy! What times we live in when an English gentleman maybe assailed the broad light of day. Now he's looking at a knife. You can bring weapons to the courtroom? But this is ridiculous! I didn't shoot anyone! Is that really true, is that really true, Uno? Yes! All I did was pick up the gun that I saw lying on the floor! After I said hello to Dr. Wilson, I came back to my table and sat drinking some coffee. Yeah, your husband has a katana with him? That's true. I forgot about that, yeah. That doesn't seem right either. Then, when I'd finished, I got up from my seat to leave the restaurant. When I noticed an English-made gun next to the chair where the professor was sitting. I thought perhaps the professor had dropped it. So I bent down, and just as I was picking it up, he shot it off and killed the professor. Well, if that's the truth, there was obviously a criminal on the scene somewhere. And somewhere in these two witnesses' testimonies, there's a clue to who that criminal was. There is. Uno, you must exercise your right to cross-examine the witnesses. Cross-examine? Do it now! As we have heard, Your
Excellency, there is no room for doubt in these testimony of these witnesses. The defendant is clearly guilty. It is time to bring this despicable student to justice.
Certainly. The testimony the court has just heard eliminates any vestige of doubt. Therefore, it is my
Excuse me? I got it.
What in the name of the Emperor is the meaning of this outburst? The defense demands its right to a cross-examination. Gasp.
Dear me, dear me. Let me guess. The Hachimaki headband boy next door told me to do it. How pathetic.
Huh? How did you know?
The prosecution objects. This is a clear waste of time. The defendant obviously has no experience. How could he possibly carry out a cross-examination?
Objection!
Objection, I'm an English student. I know what I'm doing. The defense is asserting its right to a cross-examination. Whether or not you think he's capable of it is irrelevant. Gulp.
Cosmo is so commanding. Oh my god, that's my best friend. That's my partner.
Very well. Let the defense conduct a cross-examination of the witnesses. Alright, this is where the battle really begins, Uno. But I don't even know what I have to do in a cross-examination. Isn't it obvious? You have to expose the lies in the witnesses' statements. How? You didn't fire the gun, which means what that soldier has said has to be a lie. Well, Yes, but it's just a case of proving it. And the key to doing that is evidence. We don't love the commanding man. Swoon. He's swooning. Right, evidence. I was so focused on your eyes that I couldn't look at the evidence. All you need to do is present some decisive and indisputable evidence that proves the witness is lying. Now let's go, Uno. Don't let them beat you. Yes, sir. I'm on the case, partner. All right then, it's all or nothing. I forget how to do that. Objection! You weren't eating beef steak. Myself, I'm not No, I'll reread them.
Myself, I was extolling the virtues of a particularly fine golden curio to the military gentleman.
At that precise moment, a firearm was discharged. I observed the enemy's actions with my own eyes. The black uniformed varsity cadet, can I go back? Fired on the English civilian, and from the back, the cowardly little weasel. I'm pretty sure, yeah, from the back is wrong.
I was on my hands and knees investigating the whereabouts of my mysteriously absconded precious curio.
Wait. Can I go? I thought I could go back. We know there are lies lurking in these statements. It's time to expose them. I understand that. The question is, how? Like I said before, the key to this is using that evidence that you've collected. You can examine and present evidence while a witness is giving testimony by pressing E. Go through each witness statement and the details about each piece of evidence and compare all the facts. Somewhere in there, you'll find something that doesn't add up. In other words, an inconsistency. An inconsistency. When you find a statement in a piece of evidence that seems to contradict each other, present your evidence with R and rip the witness apart. Just be careful, because if you assert a contradiction that has no basis, you'll be given a penalty. If you're dealt too many penalties, the defense's case will fall apart and you'll receive a guilty verdict. Oh god. So that's it. Peruse the evidence in the court record and find an inconsistency with a witness's statement. Alright, I'll give it a try. You can hear the witness's statements over and over again as many times as you'd like. So keep your head and be measured in your attack. Good luck, partner. Oh my god. You should just call me. Just call me. Just call me. I'm just kidding. Okay. We skip ahead. Is it?
Yes!
I hope I did this right. Why is everyone quiet? What are you playing at, cadet? What is the meaning of this subordination? Thrusting some photographic print in my mustache. Inconsistency, sir! I mean, yes! There's a clear inconsistency.
What nonsense. What can this print possibly tell us that we don't already know?
Well, obviously, that, I know what I want to say, but the words just won't come out of my mouth. Kazuma, you need to kiss me to get them out of my- No, just
I think this proves, beyond a doubt, Your Excellency, that there is no place for an amateur student here in this grand courtroom.
This is so wait, did I mess up? Oh, please. Surely this doesn't require an explanation. It couldn't be more plain. To spell it out would be an insult to the court. Yo, this music's going hard. Kazuma, what?
What are you talking about?
It's apparent from a single glance at the photographic print presented by the defense. that there's a clear discrepancy here with the sergeant's statement. What? Sergeant Iasanosa. Yes, sir. What, sir? The statement you just made was this. The black uniformed varsity cadet fired on the English civilian, and from the back, the cowardly little weasel. Wait. Oh, yes. Okay, I got that right. I was like, wait, it's not even talking about hitting him from the back. But don't worry. We hit him from the front, not the back. Yes, sir. Affirmative, sir. I witnessed the crime with my own military-grade eyes, sir.
Yes!
But no, that just can't be. And why not, cadet? Because you hit him from the back, hey yo? Yeah, we hit him from the front, not the back, you know? This guy thinks we hit it from the back, but we hit it from the front, you know? Take a close look at the print. The victim, Dr. Wilson, died from a bullet wound to the chest. Ah. The back shot, you hate to see it. That's all I'm saying. There were no back shots here. Sergeant, according to your witness statement, the culprit shot the victim from behind. And that is the obvious discrepancy here. Well, how do you explain it? Oh, he just shoved that child back and no back shots? Sus. You want back shots, Panda? Is that what you're trying to say? You still on your submissive and breedable arc? Welcome into the stream, Panda, though. I'll give you a shout out really quick.
How you doing, man?
What the what? What the... What was that? Something just popped up from behind his back, but he pushed it down again. Certainly, there is a clear discrepancy with the facts here. Would you not agree, Sergeant Nosa? I'm good, just vibing at work. Oh, work, ew. You hiding in the bathroom or something? Avoiding work? Yes, sir. At this juncture, that would appear to be indisputable. How you say I haven't heard from you in so long? I'm doing alright. I'm doing alright. This is a very last minute impromptu stream. I feel bad for not announcing it earlier, but yeah, we'll probably be wrapping up soon, but I'm gonna check downstairs in a sec after we sort out this evidence really quick. But I'm doing alright, hanging in there. Work going well. Until the moment I heard the firearm discharge, my eyes were... There's a child! Get him! Firmly fixed on the delicious La Carnival steak, sir! As it should be. What? The last testimony the court heard has proven one thing beyond all reasonable doubt. The witness, Sergeant Iasanosa, did not see the defendant firing a gun at all.
Ugh, that's absurd.
I think the conclusion we must draw is simple. There is no place for an amateur prosecutor here in this grand courtroom. What?
Yeah!
There's been a complete turnabout in the mood of the room of this trial. Just from that one discrepancy.
So this is what being an ace attorney is all about.
Do you guys like the anime protagonist voice? But I definitely saw him. That university cadet, there! He was pointing the firearm directly at the victim's back. He said the thing, oh my god, he said the title of the game, guys.
Yes!
But I never fired the gun. All I did was pick it up off the floor. And you, old man, you didn't see the moment the victim was shot either?
Myself, I've already been quite clear. The gunshot interested me not. I was far too busy on the floor,
groveling for my antique. Too busy on the floor? Sorry, what were you doing? Getting hit from the back, not.
hunting for treasure.
Treasure? Indeed! The Hoi era Koban. My prized coin! Ayo, getting busy on the floor? Getting... Ayo, not the altitude, getting back. You know, back shots for everybody, I guess. I don't know. On each occasion when I visit that restaurant, it is my habitude to place in my bosom pocket a particular trinket of interest from my shop, Razute, in the hope of meeting a rich diner who might like to buy it from you. On the day under screen. Oh, hold on. My father's home. I must greet him. We'll go over this in a sec. Hehe. One sec. I'll be back in a few. Perhaps. I must get my ice cream. Okay, we're back. I was really quick with it. It's soft serve, so you know you gotta eat it fresh. Okay. On the day under scrutiny, it was the military man that I proffered my Hoi treasure. I don't know, I'm sorry. Believed that he would purchase such a rare find. I did not. But I was presented with little alternative. And then, after averting my... What the fuck? What did he just... I'm at work, but just want to stop by and say I love you, homie. Yeah, thank you so much for dropping by, I appreciate it. Good luck at work. Game sound is off. Oops, sorry. Hee. Thanks for letting me know. I turned it off for the Spotify. After averting my eyes for the briefest of moments, it was there no more. It simply vanished. The koban vanished? Hunting around under the table, I was, in case mayhap it had fallen there. And then it happened. Bang! You heard the gunshot, you mean? Gotta get back to suffering. Good luck with the games and bro watch lovers. Yeah, thank you so much for dropping by, I appreciate it. Good luck at work. You heard the gunshot, you mean? Indeed, I did, but I heeded it not, for I was concerned only with finding my absconded Hoi treasure. Nothing could distract me! Out of interest, did you find the coin in the end? No. I see. That lamentable day, the precious Hoi koban was lost to me. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing this right. No doubt some unscrupulous scoundrel pocketed the prize coin for himself. As I am sure everyone present is aware. This case demands a swift and decisive resolution. Our government has promised to send a full report to Great Britain by telegraph this afternoon. Nevertheless, the witness testimony the court has just heard was inconclusive. No matter how subservient our government feels it must be to the British, it would be unforgivable to deliver a verdict on this trial right now. What is your position, Prosecutor Achi?
Worry not, Your Excellency. The defendant may have fled a tiger at the front gate, but he will find a wolf at the back. My witnesses have further testimony to make.
Explain.
Upon hearing their next statements, it will become abundantly clear that there is only one person who could have possibly committed this despicable crime. The equally despicable defendant, Uno Noruhuro!
What? He really seems to have a despicable opinion of you, doesn't he? Ugh. Very well. The court invites the witnesses to testify again. They're not good witnesses, though. These witnesses suck. You will thoroughly explain the reasoning behind the prosecution's allegation. Is that clear?
As clear as Kiriko glass, Your Excellency.
Yes, sir! At once, sir! These guys ain't witnessing shit for real. Neither of them were even looking. He was looking at a stake, he was looking on the ground. And he's looking at, you know, Kazuma next to him. Excuse me, but there's something or someone peeking out over your shoulder, I think. Affirmative! The newest member of the Nosa family to rise up through the ranks, sir. Name, Ido. It would seem those straps are a sign of the sergeant being too strapped to afford a nanny. Ido. Teen Shen! What? Your father is about to quell the enemy! Watch and learn, my boy. Oh, look how cute. He's blowing his snot with the wheel. I don't know, sir. I don't know, sir. Oh my god, good connection. I didn't even pick up on that. The true culprit. So I think we run through it once, and then we get the chance to cross-examine again. Even if what I saw was in the precise moment the firearm was discharged, it's almost the same thing.
Yes, pointing his gun at the foreign man he was, that young lad in black. That much I myself did see.
No need for a law degree when you've played at all the Ace Attorney games. You're so real for that. You know what? I'm gonna roll up to law school, just be like, I should get in because I played Ace Attorney, you know? Pass the bar exam like that. Furthermore, a visual search of the premises at the time confirmed that we were the only personnel present.
Indeed, alone he was, the Englishman, dining all by himself.
You bet your ass I'm representing myself if I ever get arrested. Real? You know what, I'd believe it. You are the Ace Attorney. There are so many people that became lawyers because of this game. I believe it. Therefore, no other than the black uniformed cadet could have dispatched the Englishman. Over and out. These testimonies are certainly compelling. Wait, that's nonsense. The victim, Dr. Wilson, wasn't alone at all.
Please, enough of these outbursts already.
But there was a woman. There was a young woman at his table. You must have seen her. Everyone there must have seen her.
Objection!
If you call yourself a lawyer, then you will respect the rules of the court and speak accordingly. We are not here to listen to your fantasies.
Why would he be fantasizing about a woman when he has a husbando right there, you know?
Ugh. It is evident beyond all reasonable doubt that the victim was alone at the time of the incident. The prosecution has photographic evidence of this fact.
Is this a photographic print of the scene of the crime, Counsel? Indeed.
Indeed, of the table at which the victim was dining, taken by an investigator immediately after the incident. As can plainly be seen, there was only one place set.
Certainly, based on the appearance of this print, it would be reasonable to conclude that the victim was not in the company of anyone else. Ugh, this doesn't make any sense. The court will add this new photographic evidence to the record. I don't understand. What's going on here? It's just not possible that nobody else saw that woman. The waiter before us said the same thing. He maintains that Dr. Wilson came to the restaurant alone as well. That's not true. I saw her. I swear that I saw a woman with him. It would seem that we'll be able to telegraph the report to Great Britain on time after all. The witness testimonies we have just heard leave no further room for doubt.
These are very sensitive political times, as we all know. The ink is still fresh on the treaty.
Oh my god, I can't English.
The ink is still fresh on the treaty with Great Britain. To think that I, Takatsuchi Auchi, would have contributed to the amity of these two great empires is an honor.
Can I cross-examine that? How can this be happening? The judge is ready to rule! Stand tall. Uno, it's not over yet. What? What you say is true, then there's something going on here behind the scenes. And now is your chance to expose it, to draw out the truth, and your cross-examination. I don't know, Cosmo. The defense is entitled to cross-examine the witnesses, but make it quick. Understood?
Rules can be so unbending at times.
Ugh. Ah, I just spilled ice cream. Oh no, shit. Frick, I just spilled chocolate ice cream on my white shirt. Ah, frick. Okay. I'll spray it later. Not the ice cream. Not the chocolate ice cream on a white shirt. This is one of my favorite shirts too. Even if what I saw was in the precise moment the firearm was discharged, it's almost the same thing.
Yes, pointing his gun at the foreign man, he was that young man in black. That much I myself did see.
Furthermore, a visual search of the premises at the time confirmed that we were the only personnel present.
Indeed, alone he was, the Englishman, dining on himself.
Therefore, no other than the black uniformed cadet could have dispatched the Englishman. Over and out. What do you think? Yeah, this has been run a whole ass good time. What's the matter? I can't find anything. I can't find a clear discrepancy anywhere. I'm done for. I can't win this trial. No, 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 no. Listen, the first thing to do is calm down. You can't expect witness statements to be full of holes every time. So just take your time and try to tease more information out of them first. What do you mean? You can choose to either press or present evidence against each of the witness statements. If a witness is saying something you're suspicious about, press him on it with Q. With a little luck, you may get more details, which could prove to be crucial. Right, I see. The important point is, there's no sense in holding back. If anything even slightly jars with you, press the witness on it. And press them hard. Alright, I got it. I'll press them like blocks of tofu. The professor wasn't alone in the restaurant, I'm sure of it. One way or another, this cross-examination is going to prove I'm right. Time to press them for all they're worth. My fate depends on it. You need to kill them? Yeah. Forget using our brains. We need to kill them. I'm gonna keep skipping. I'm gonna find them. Weren't the only personnel present. Is it this one that I need to press them on? The last thing. Can I go? Hello? Why are you skipping ahead again? Wait, what? Wait, I read this. I read this. Hold on. Huh? There's all of their statements if nothing is obvious. Oh, okay. Okay, good that I can. I think I know which phrase to press it on, but... It loops? Yeah. Okay. I didn't know it looped. I thought there was more, like, more statements or something. Well, I can press him on this. That is not the same thing. Okay.
Yes!
I'm gonna press him on that because it's not the same thing. Yeah. It's not the same thing at all. For a start, I didn't fire that gun. We have a difference of opinion on that. The opinion of an uniformed officer versus that of a fledgling cadet. I don't think so.
Consider this, defendant. Just a moment ago, I blinked.
Did you?
Did you see it? Did you see me blink?
How could I?
And yet, it is an undeniable fact that I did blink. So, there you have it.
What? Attention! The sound of the firearm rang in my ears, and the very next moment, I saw you waving the gun at the Englishman.
I think that says it all, don't you?
Grr.
And let us not forget that the antique dealer witnessed the accused in the most incriminating position as well. Isn't that so, correct, Kuda-san?
Oh, he's staying silent. Wait, he was under the table. Wait, can we press? Wait, he was under the table, right? So he. Wait, go back. Hello? Let me go back. Oh, frick. Is it looping again? Oh my god. I spam the shit out of this. It's kind of annoying when it loops. Yeah, I thought like the arrows indicate that I could go back and forth, but...
Yes!
You were under the table looking for your thing. Yes, it may be true that I was holding the gun at that point in time. But I've told you already, that's only because I picked it up off the floor.
Well, obviously, as the culprit, that's the only way you could explain it away.
I had just finished drinking my coffee, and I was about to leave the restaurant when... I noticed a gun. Okay, we've heard this. I picked up the gun. Bang. A gunshot rang in my ears.
Full of evidence beyond our control, life is.
Sorry? What do you mean?
In your case, you found a pistol on the floor and picked it up. Precipitated the testing predicament. Whereas conversely, I failed to pick up the Koban from the floor and find myself in an equally testing predicament as well. Anyway, the fact remains, myself, I did see you, with pistol in hand, standing over the foreigner.
Well, if we're gonna hit Q on everything, might as well, right? Well...
Yes!
So you actually saw that with your own eyes, did you? The victim, Dr. Wilson, dining alone.
That I did. Forgive me for the position I place you in. So, the testimonies of the old man, the soldier, and the waiter all agree on that point. Isn't that interesting? And let us not forget the incontestable evidence we have to support their statements as well.
Oh yeah, let's not forget that, right?
As can clearly be seen, there is only a single beefsteak on the victim's table. A meal for one.
There's something in the picture, I think. But I forget what it is. I think it's something to do with the glasses. No. The antiques dealer, the sergeant, and the waiter who testified before. It's not impossible that they're all lying. But if so, then why? If I'm perfectly honest, I have absolutely no idea. Yeah. How do I think E is the button to look at evidence, but it's gonna ask me to present it, so. If I skip through this, can I look at it again? That, the darkness on it, is that like lipstick? Can I use like, is that lipstick? I don't know, I don't. Using your arrow keys? Oh, okay, I'll try that. Well, is that lipstick or is that the shadows? And how do I say that there's lipstick on there if it is lipstick? Oh, maybe it's the fact that there's no liquid in this one? I don't know if that would... but... I forget. Am I reading too much into it? I'm just gonna press them on the other stuff then. I'll press them on the other stuff and try to present. I don't know when I'd present it though. Okay, I pressed him on those two.
Yes!
I don't think I did it on this one. You must have noticed someone else at Dr. Wilson's table. There was a lady there. Can I present it now?
As you have been at pains to point out time and again, I feel I'm growing a callus in my ear. And yet, no one else appears to have even caught a glimpse of this woman.
When more people die. Past 2 p.m., the quiet time between lunch and dinner at any rate. I know, of course, the place was almost empty. It's what you'd expect. Certainly, 2 p.m. is neither here nor there in terms of a time to eat. I wonder if there is a reason why the victim was eating alone at that time of day. Oh.
Yes, Your Excellency, there was indeed a reason.
It was?
This was found in the victim's jacket pocket.
What is that, Counsel?
It is a medical reports card, Your Excellency. It would seem that the victim had an appointment at the clinic prior to visiting the restaurant.
Good evidence, yeah. Good call. I'm just pressing on everything. Hoda Clinic. Yes, there would indeed appear to be an entry for the date in question. 19th November, noon to past 1 p.m. The very day of the incident.
So the victim went for a late lunch following his appointment. The explanation couldn't be more simple. The prosecution felt no need to submit this evidence before, as it really has no bearing on the case.
I wonder. What do you think? What do you think, Uno? Well, it's hard to see how it could be related, really. Remember, you can request for it to be entered into court record as evidence if you think it could be useful. Yeah, submit everything.
Yes!
Gotta go for Dindins. Good luck attorneying. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate you dropping by. Have a good dinner. If I may, I'd like to ask for that medical report card to be submitted as evidence, Your Excellency. On what grounds? I just want to look at his medical report on his medical records.
The court has already heard conclusive witness testimony. Additional evidence would be extraneous. Not to mention that the victim's movements prior to his arrival at the restaurant are of no concern.
Objection!
That's not true. Yeah. Whether or not they are of concern is up to us to decide. We have a right to explore all possible avenues.
I beg your pardon?
You have no authority to refuse a perfectly valid request for the submission of evidence. Very well. The court will grant the defense's request.
Youngsters these days are forever asserting their rights. It's a most disturbing trend.
As they should. Officer, kindly add the victim's medical report card to the court record. What we need right now is new clues. We have to explore things from every possible angle, even if they don't seem relevant at first. Yes. Can I not inspect that? Can't I examine you? Is it because you're new?
You can conspire to prolong this trial as much as you like, but it's the day after the festival already for you. Or perhaps you'd forgotten that these witness testimonies leave no room for doubt.
Well, we kind of already got doubted them, so.
Feel free to reiterate for the accused, Kurikuda-san.
Yes!
I'm pressing him on it.
Why aren't you telling the truth?
What did you say, cadet? I clearly remember. There's a woman sitting across the table from the professor. Perhaps one of you might not have noticed. But both of you have failed to see the professor's dining companion? It's just not possible. Unfortunately for you, defended Naruto, it's not just a case of these two witnesses alone. Sorry, the waiter, whose testimony we heard earlier, clearly stated the same thing. He also said that the victim was alone. Let me see if there's a button. Yeah, it should have been the arrow keys. HNBM. Why can't I look at the back of you? Let me look at the back. That's right.
Precisely. In other words, you are the sole proponent of this phantom lady.
But if such a woman were indeed
Present at the scene.
have to wait until the plot happens? Yeah, maybe.
The prosecution demands to see proof. And if no such proof exists, the prosecution demands that no further mention of this phantom woman be made. It is a blatant waste of the court's time.
There's nothing I can say to that. I don't even know. Excellent work, Uno. We've gleaned some new information now. Well, yes, but I don't feel like it changes much. I can't see that it brings any real discrepancies to light. I wouldn't be so sure. Let me see that medical report card you got before. Oh, you mean this? Yeah, I wanted to examine it, but it wouldn't let me. Yes, this is a brand new piece of evidence, so perhaps we should examine it in a little bit more detail. How exactly? You'll notice that some pieces of evidence bear a magnifying glass. These are the ones you may examine. Press space, and you can take a closer look at the piece in question. Use the arrow keys. Yep. To rotate the evidence in all directions and examine it from all angles. By using WASD, you can move the crosshairs around to hunt for clues that may have been missed before. And if the crosshairs start to pulsate, press space to investigate further. So, partner, I think you should take a closer look at this medical report card. See if there isn't something new to be learned by examining it in more detail. Alright, I'll see what I can do. I need to use arrow keys, WASD, and space to inspect any areas of the evidence that looks... Dentist? Dentist? Can I open it? Let's have a look. This is some kind of medical history. Ah, there's an entry for the day the professor was killed. Extraction of molar with topical anesthesia. Extraction of molar? You mean he had a tooth taken out? Sorry. It would seem so. Just before the incident, he had a bad tooth removed. Perhaps they used laughing gas. That's the most modern practice in the West for pain relief. Yes, I've heard of this anesthesia. Although it's hard to believe there's anything that can actually stop you from feeling pain. Ah, there's a cautionary note from the medical practitioner as well. Strictly no food or drink besides water for 3 hours post-procedure until anesthetic Anesthesic effects have passed. Thank you.
Thank you, Gooman.
Really? Sounds like information worth bearing in mind. With this new information, the meaning of that one particular statement totally changes. So I think it's time we listen to the testimony again, don't you? Definitely. We pressed him on that. And that. We need something that talks about him eating the steak, I think. Dining on by himself? Would I press it on that?
Yes!
Well, I think, About what are you withering, lad? You call yourself a lawyer?
I wish I could. But first and foremost here, I'm the accused. Aether! Thank you so much for the raid! My raid message appears to be broken. But oh my god, welcome in, Aether! How's your stream? We sit here now, I appreciate it. Let me give you a shout out really quick. How's your stream? How are you doing? Team fight tactics. Oh my god. You win? Were you winning, son? It was good, almost plat on TFT now. Congratulations! Everything is dead today. Wait, what's dead? We're playing Ace Attorney. I guess this is my second time playing this chapter specifically, but after this I'm still completely brand new, so. Have you played any of the games before? How's your stream? How many games can you fit in that? Raid alert. Oh yeah, the raid alert being broken. I don't understand why. Wait, same day actually. Wait, really? Wait, really? Wait, you've only played like this chapter? Is that what you mean? Or I finished the first case, so everything else is new? Ah, okay, I see. I don't remember how far I got in it, but I'm trying to remember. We just we just got presented the medical record that says that the victim couldn't eat or drink and yet he was dining alone. So that's where we're at right now. We call him Uno because I'm not good at pronouncing this, okay? It has Uno in it, so. Everyone stumbles on their words occasionally. Browatch is an Overwatch? Oh, I'm kind of off Browatch now because my dad and sister are home. But I mean, you came in just not even real. I know I could have went with that, but I just saw Uno and I was like, yeah, that seems about right. Okay, we'll call him Uno. It's just a silly little quirky thing. I like Uno as a nickname though. Isn't it cute? He's like a pet. He basically is Kazuma's pet here because Kazuma's telling him everything to do. Everyone stumbles on their words occasionally. Under the circumstances, I wouldn't worry about it. Thanks, Kazuma. I could see it quite clearly in that cross-examination you just carried out. When you raise your hand straight up like that, so purposefully, you knew exactly what it was you wanted to say. Oh my god, he's encouraging us. Don't feel like you have to choose your words carefully. Just say what you're thinking. Alright, and thanks for the advice. I occasionally try to give him an anime protagonist voice, but... Karakuda-san, this is a medical report card belonging to the victim. Ah, I see. And I don't see. I am old and blind. What of it, boy? Comparing what is written on this report card with your witness statement. He doesn't do it as passionately as Kazuma. He has to slam his hands on the desk. Something clearly doesn't add up.
Objection!
Dear me, dear me. Have you forgotten my words so soon, you amateur?
Sorry, what? I forgot your words.
You are not to interrupt court proceedings with your amateurish drivel.
Sometimes it's a light slap and sometimes it's a strong slam. I see. I know Kazuma does a lot of desk slams. I didn't notice it as much with Uno, but I did notice that time.
But let's see if I can explain in words you might understand. It was after 2 p.m. in the afternoon when the victim was murdered at the restaurant.
Depends on his confidence level? Ah, I see. He needs to have more confidence. Also, Aether, thank you so much for the raid, but if you need to get water, get food, go sleep, your work, you feel free to. You don't have to stick around. And if you do stick around, that's cool too, of course.
Whatever he may or may not have done before that time is completely irrelevant.
Grr. But that's, remember, Uno, you don't have to use clever language or fancy words. You're welcome, I'm chilling here until I have to go watch Deadpool and Wolverine in a bit. Ooh, my sister's asking if any of us would be interested in watching it. Let me know how it is, because I might go watch it too. I know Deadpool movies are supposedly really good. I'm not much of a superhero, like, person, you know? Wolverine's kind of a hero, I think, but... My coworker's hyping it up so much that I'm watching with them. Oh, exciting! So they're gonna rewatch and they'll just be watching you the entire time and just trying not to spoil it. Like, oh, he's about to die. Brace yourself for this next part. Just make your point.
Your Excellency, I believe we are finished here. There is surely no need to prolong this trial further.
Can you shut up, my guy? We got some stuff to say.
The witness testimonies the court has heard have been clear and concise. This medical report card has no bearing on the matter at all, for the simple reason that there is no one else besides this pale-faced pupil who could have possibly...
I wasn't done reading it. This medical report card has nothing to do with the case? Do you really believe that?
What? That outburst half petrified me, boy. Of course I believe it. How could it possibly be relevant?
Perhaps because Hoda Clinic, which issued the report card, is a dental clinic.
A dental clinic? Is that supposed to mean something to me?
Perhaps if I told you that the victim had just had a tooth extracted?
What's this now?
And furthermore, let him have it! If I told you that as a result, the victim had been forbidden from eating. Just what are you trying to say, cadet? He had orders not to eat? So what? It's all written up in here. No food or drink other than water for 3 hours post-procedure while anesthesia wears off.
What? No, that can't.
Karkuda-san! What, boy? What? As you just heard, when he was killed sometime shortly after 2 p.m. Oh, hey, Web! Welcome in, Web Crawler. Let me give you a shout out really quick. I have to Prime sub on desktop so it doesn't allow me on mobile. Prime subs are so weird because I tried using mine on Squeeze the other day, but since it hasn't really expired yet, I have to wait till the day of to Prime sub. I have to add it to my calendar to remind myself. Go on Squeeze's channel while she's away to Prime sub. When he was killed sometime shortly after 2 p.m., the victim couldn't have been eating anything at all. No. Additionally, there's more. You have assured the court with unwavering self-confidence that the victim was dining alone. But that cannot possibly be the case. I want it to renew automatically. They want the money out of you. They want that. They want to save Jeff Bezos. $5, $6. I think it's $5. Because the victim, as we know, had just had one of his teeth extracted and was experiencing the effects of the anesthesia and anesthetic. Ah! Expertly done, partner. He keeps calling me his partner, guys. Oh my god.
What is this nonsense, you little upstart? These are baseless accusations. Just look at this photographic evidence. You can clearly see the plate of food at the victim's table.
Objection!
Use your head. That's the very discrepancy we're talking about. Or can't you follow the logic?
How dare you?
I think it's fair to say that the tables in this restaurant's case have turned. Wow! Wow! Give it up for him. Give it up for the husbando. Daddy Bezos needs a new yacht. How could I be so cruel? You're so right. Wouldn't you agree, right? Wouldn't you agree, Uno? Hmm? Yes, most definitely. So, having just undergone some dental surgery, the victim was unable to eat. Which leaves one very crucial conundrum. Who, in fact, was eating the pictured beef steak? The court will hear the opinion of the defense on this new puzzle. I assume you're ready, counsel? Counsel? Oh, that means me, doesn't it? He's been waiting years to use that line, you can tell. He just pumps daddy joke. Oh my god, he just pumps dad jokes out like there's no tomorrow. Oh my god. Guys, I'm cursed. Oh my god, I almost said daddy jokes. I'm gonna... Alright, the answer to this question is going to be pivotal. This is the start of you turning this trial around. Show them what you're made of. Got it. So, the person eating the steak at the victim's table must have been... And it must have been me! I was on a date with the professor! Obviously, it can only have been someone else who was sitting at the professor's table. The daddy jokes. Listen, anyone can be a father, but it takes a rich middle-aged man to be a daddy, okay? Remember that.
You will not let this go, will you? There was no such person.
Yes!
There was, because I saw her.
When the incident occurred, we know that the victim couldn't have been eating anything. Yet we have evidence of a half-eaten steak on his table. Therefore, the only logical conclusion is that there was somebody else there eating it. I can't.
Ugh.
We have strong evidence to support our assertion. It's clear that these witness testimonies are unreliable. If the court decides to push through a ruling at this stage, I'll have no choice but to use this katana. We will lodge a formal complaint with the Ministry of Justice and pursue a fair retrial relentlessly. Kazuma.
Are you insane? You would take on the government?
Don't worry, Counsel. I have no issue with you.
What do you mean?
Sorry, that's the wrong voice. I have issue with them! Those two witnesses in the stand. What? What are you talking about? We have demonstrated with evidence that the victim was not alone. So, if it now turns out that the two of you deliberately lied when giving your testimonies, obviously you'll be charged with perjury. And, since this is a murder trial, you will also be deemed complicit in the killing. Complicit in murder? No. No! No. Negative! There was no mention of this at the tactical meeting. I was just following orders.
That's right, as the man says. Just say you never saw the gentlewoman. That's what they told us.
Oh. What? What did you just say, Karakuda-san?
Oh, no.
You were just following orders?
Now hold on that. I was,
Say you never saw the gentlewoman. I'm this bro saying you never met a woman? Meta this and meta that, but have you ever met a woman? They don't know what woman looks like. When you say gentlewoman, do you mean you saw the victim with a lady from overseas?
what? What is the meaning of this? These witnesses gave false statements? Is this true, you pair?
Just one. Just one simple slip of the tongue. Order, order, council. Explain what is going on here. It's painfully clear now you tried to prevent these witnesses from telling the truth.
Absolutely not. The prosecution knows nothing of this.
Now he's slamming the desk. He's putting his palms into it this time.
Then who's behind this? Who tried to make you keep your mouth shut? Well,
that's classified. So you're prepared to be tried as a conspirator to this murder, are you? You wouldn't. The child's getting upset now too. This can't be happening. Uno. Judging from the way they're reacting to this, I'd say they were sworn to silence by someone with considerable influence. However, I don't believe Auchi had any idea about it. What are you saying? I mean, to wield that kind of influence, there are only a handful of possibilities. It could only have been the government, the military, or the police, I suppose. Well, any ideas about who might be behind this? If we can affirm who tried to silence these witnesses, then we can continue our pursuit. We need to name whoever it was that tried to make the witnesses keep their mouths shut. Of course, we'll need evidence before we make any firm accusations. Evidence that proves whoever it was really did wield his or her power here. I think that's on the back of this card, if I remember right. Well, that's unexpected. What is? Look, you see it says the witness's name here? Satoru Hosonaga. Well, yes, business cards do tend to show the person's name. That's sort of the point. It's not the name that's unexpected. It's his job title. His job? Oh. Chief Inspector Satoru Hosonaga, Primary Criminal Investigation Division, Imperial Police Bureau. Inspector? What on earth? I have no idea. Let's face it, the police have a— Why are you so dumb, Una? He can't read, it's okay. You know, he's an English student, but he can't read, it's okay. Maybe only English. He can't read Japanese. But let's face it, the police have a lot of power and influence. If they're wielding it here, somehow here. Oh man, I'm so cracked at this. Evidence that proves, yes. But how? How can we possibly? Remember how we made progress before? We examined this piece of evidence in more detail and found a new clue as a result. Oh, yes, that's right. Well, that's not the only piece of evidence we have, is it? We need to re-examine everything and make sure there's nothing we've missed. There's no time to lose. I want answers! I want $20. If it's proven that these witnesses have been manipulated, I assure you the penalty will be severe.
Please, wait, Your Excellency! I had no idea about any of this. I swear to every Shinto god. I knew nothing!
Yeah, we know that. We've been known he knows nothing. And what does the defense have to say about all this? Well, Your Excellency. Time to think. I'm just going to have to close my eyes and shout out the first name that comes to my head. Oh wait, hold on, I need his name. Besides the prosecution, the only person with the necessary influence to manipulate the witnesses is me! As in, you know, it's my best friend, my homie here. No, I'm just kidding. The victim himself?
Yes!
Well, surely that would be Satoru Hosonaga-san. Hosonaga-san? The waiter who took the stand earlier? Oh my, oh my god, Ace Attorney's face. Oh my god, guys, it's my physics savior. Welcome in, Bozzy. How are you doing? Yeah, Ace Attorney won the game poll, so this is the game that we were playing. Let me give you a shout really quick. Welcome in, welcome in.
Poppycock. What possible reason would the waiter have to make these witnesses give false testimony? Not to mention the fact that a head waiter could possibly have that level of influence.
I'm Gucci. I just got home. How are you doing? Thank you. Of course, of course. Doing all right. My throat's starting to hurt now from all the voice acting I'm doing. I'm doing so many goofy voices. Thank you so much for the sub, web crawler. Almost a year. My voice is starting to hurt from all the different voices. Let me go over to the movie time now. Have a great stream also, but thank you. Yeah, thank you so much for rating, Ether. I appreciate it. Have fun at the movie. Voice acting for these games is great. Indeed. I don't think it's good voice acting because they're all men, but that's okay. We're having fun with it. Okay, get out of here, you hooligans. You, what is it? Love-struck kids. For once, I would agree with you. If, that is, the man truly were a waiter.
What? If he truly were?
Come on, Nuno. Time to hit this court with the truth! The truth about... Excuse me. The truth about Satoru Hosanaga's son's real identity, as proven by this evidence. As proven by my student pin. Lol, they should have dubbed some of this. Your throat gonna be done in the end. It's already dying. Mostly from the anime protagonist voice, you know? That I keep giving to Uno, you know? So we call Ryunosuke Uno, because it's easier. Then we turn this over and show this. Wait, I have to do this again? I want to present this. We already read this, so I'm good. Oh.
Yes!
The plan of the restaurant sketched by the man in question? I agree it shows a great deal of attention to detail, but I'm not sure we can conclude anything. Sorry, Your Excellency, that's the back of the card. It's the back of the card that's of interest. I beg your pardon? Or perhaps I should have said, the front? That's the voice that's killing me, because I have to, like, shove it in my throat, you know? Yes, it's the front of the back of the card! That's where the telling detail is! You guys, I'm also thankful that you guys can't see my actual webcam thing, because to try to pinpoint the voices accurately, I keep putting, like, my hand over my face like an anime protagonist would, so I remember, you know? So I remember how to do the voice. It's, you know, it helps. If you ever want to try doing an anime protagonist voice, you just gotta, you know, act like an anime protagonist in real life. What do you mean? That would be so cool and fun to see. It'd be so stupid. Would someone please explain what this overexcited student is trying to say? Osanaga's-san sketched the plan of the restaurant on the reverse side of his business card. The front of that business card reveals the man in question's profession, his true profession. I'll show you guys sometime, maybe. The waiter's profession? But that's surely... Good gracious! That's right, Your Excellency. The card reads, Chief Inspector, Primary Criminal Investigation Division, Imperial Police Bureau.
What? The waiter is a police detective? I haven't heard any mention of this before. Why haven't I heard any mention of this before?
Yeah, they should really go over this stuff with the guy representing him, huh? The police bureau has immense power, absolute power, as far as regular civilians are concerned. So, witnesses there on the stand. Was it in fact... Oh my god, welcome to the stream now, what? Thank you so much for the sub, I appreciate it. Let me give you a shout out. Welcome in. How you doing? It's been a minute. Was it in fact the waiter who gave you your orders? Was it he who told you not to mention that you'd seen this foreign gentlewoman at the scene? Well... And all of a sudden he's back. Inspector Hosonaga! I was worried something like this may happen. The moment you asked me to submit my sketch as evidence, I realized it was a possibility. I just woke up from a nap. I'm good. Welcome back, Zay. This isn't a real welcome back though, because well, yours is probably sincere, but I'm going on break a little after this. I'll try to I'll do like sporadic streams, but there's not many times where I'll be able to stream for as long. But we do our best. Not an official, you know, scheduling welcome, the scheduling thing yet, but we cap them. It's just because classes are starting on Monday, and I was like, I have a little bit of free time. I'm gonna try to stream a little bit. So, the court will take this plan and add it to the court record as evidence. Oh, well, is there a problem? Hand the plan to the court officer at once. Of course. Here you are. Yes, I remember now. He did act strangely when the judge asked him to hand over his business card. I strive to carry out all investigations flawlessly. It's my guiding principle. But I let myself be distracted when I made that sketch. It was an unusually careless mistake.
So, you actually mean to say, you really are a detective?
Well,
why would a detective be working at as a restaurant waiter?
Ah, of course. I was working undercover. Undercover? Yes, there have been a series of incidents at the restaurant recently. In order to investigate, I decided to get a job there as a waiter, working undercover. Incidents at the restaurant? What kind of incidents? That would be classified police information, which I am not at liberty to divulge. However, I can state I started doing the anime voice for Uno, and now it's like stuck in my... I'm stuck doing it for everyone now, kind of. Or at least the same kind of like tone for it. Okay. However, I can state categorically that they are unrelated to the case of this homicide. Very well then, Inspector Hosonaga, but you will elaborate at one point for the court. Of course, Your Excellency. We have just heard new information from the two witnesses beside you. Hey, why does my cat take my chair a lot? Because it's comfy. My cat's on my lap right now because she's getting food soon. And at the time of the shooting, there was, in fact, another person present at the victim's table. If that is indeed true, clearly you would have also been aware of this person's presence, having served at the table in question. However, your testimony did not allude to this other diner. Therefore, I am led to assume that in your professional capacity as a police officer, you required these witnesses to be in agreement. Would that be correct? Correct, Your Excellency. Unbelievable! As I suspected. Oh, we're getting the full replay. As soon as I heard the gunshot, I ran out of the kitchen to see what had happened. The victim sat slumped in his chair, and beside him, gun in hand, was the accused student. Sitting opposite the victim at the same table was a young lady whom I guessed to be an Englishwoman. So the truth comes out. I immediately sealed off the restaurant and reported the incident to the bureau. It was then that I received some special orders.
Special orders? You mean to say...
Remove the Englishwoman from the scene at once. It was made clear that the Englishwoman's presence at the restaurant was to be concealed. Those were my orders.
But what if this Englishwoman was the killer?
I think it would be in everyone's best interest not to pursue that idea. The Empire views the friendly terms of its relationship with Britain more highly than anything at the moment. An Englishman has been murdered on our soil. To name an Englishwoman as the primary suspect. Well, without irrefutable evidence, that would be completely out of the question. So that's the reason for the disappearance of the Phantom Woman in this case. Thank you for the hydrate. I need that. And also thank you for the head pats. Is it working? Did it work? Did I get my... Yeah, I'm getting my head pats properly. Thank you, thank you. It works, thank you. It's been a minute, so I'm not sure what's working and what's not, you know? But that's not right! He doesn't care about right. Right? What are those? Oh, I'm just kidding. Wait, did the bonk go off, right? I hope so. Let me know if it didn't. I fix. One possibility does spring to mind. It did go off? Great. Thanks. Thanks for the concussion. What do you mean, Kazuma? Yume University is currently hosting a number of exchange- Okay, I heard it that time. Thank you. Yume University is currently hosting a number of exchange students from Great Britain. And I'm fairly certain that one of them, studying the medical faculty's research laboratory, is a young Englishwoman. What? You're a shrewd man. I can see why you're the chosen candidate for the overseas study tour. You mean... When I removed the woman from the scene of the crime, I thought it prudent to check her identity first. Then the court demands that you name the lady in question at once, Inspector. The Englishwoman sitting at the university professor's table was a certain Miss Giselle Brett. She is indeed a foreign student studying in the research laboratory of Yume University's medical faculty. What? What is happening here? I admit that under orders from the police bureau, I erased all evidence of this lady's presence at the scene, and ordered these witnesses to make no mention of her in their testimonies. It must now be up to your excellency to decide how to deal with the situation. Well, he's about to get fired for letting all this loose. Very well. My thoughts on the matter are as follows. Thus far, the case presented to the court has been underpinned by a particularly critical premise. Namely, that the victim was dining alone. However, as we have now discovered that this premise is false, it would be a desecration of our justice system to ignore the truth and give a ruling at this point. There is a missing woman! I'm back. Where are we up to? We figured out that there was indeed an English woman at his table. Possibly a cat girl. That is yet to be seen.
But your excellency! That would mean that that would mean missing the noon deadline of a ruling in order to send the telegraphic report to Great Britain. Our own government will surely be displeased by such actions.
Calm yourself, Counsel. I will not allow the government of our country or any other to influence the proceedings of my courtroom.
Ugh.
Inspector Hosonaga. Yes, sir. You will locate this Giselle Brett and escort her to the courtroom with the utmost urgency. At once, Your Excellency.
But that means you'll be going against the special orders you were given from the police bureau.
Face judge for real! It's a good thing he actually cares. As I said before, it is my guiding principle to carry out all investigations flawlessly.
So, it won't be a problem?
It is if he dies of tuberculosis before he gets there. Oh, look at him ready to go. Nothing will get in my way. What a handsome... He looks handsome when he smiles. We love Hosonaga? Yeah, he's a good dude. Court will adjourn briefly. Prosecution must call the English student, Giselle Brett, to the witness stand. Do I make myself clear?
Yes. Your Excellency!
Good. And we'll have a 30-minute recess before reconvening. To be continued! Okay, that's a good place to stop then.
Oh my god.
We made it through the first part. Yes, please save. That's from before. My first playthrough. How far did I... Oh, this is about... I got to the same part in my last playthrough, so... Hold on. Okay. Get me out. Ooh, first case 1 out of 3! Indeed. We'll continue playing next time. Yeah, save. We already saved. Boop. Okay. We're gonna stop there. We're gonna stop stream there. Oh, we got pretty far. I think we'll be able to do each part during one stream, so we'll get through the first case in a couple more streams, I believe. But the schedule this month is gonna be very impromptu, so keep your notifications on if you want to keep an eye out for Zay. You're making this a full playthrough? Yeah, since it won the poll thing, I'll be doing it full playthrough. At least for the first case. I think I don't know how many cases are in the game that I got, but we'll be completing the Ace Attorney Chronicles, so that I have, that you bought me. So however many cases are in this part, I think it's 2 cases, we'll be doing that many, so. Pretty good game so far? It is! It's really fun. You know, I got lucky that I remembered all this stuff from my first playthrough of it. My memory usually isn't that good. But we won't be so lucky next time. Remember that it was a bundle I got you? So there are 2 games. Oh, we're there! Oh yeah, wait, there was the adventures and then there was a second part to it. Did I get all of them? No. Barely not. Adventures and Resolve. Yeah, we'll be playing those 2 then. And if we like the games that we play, we might do the other games too. So, but for now, we are gonna raid out. Shall we go to... Oh my god, we can raid Doc! You guys want to raid Doc? I love Doc, he's so funny. We'll go? Yeah. Okay, we're gonna be ending stream here, but thank you guys so much for watching. Hold on, let me start the raid. And then we'll do outro stuff. Hee / raid. Dr. Mercury. BT. Unfortunately, this setup that I have will be staying for a bit, like a month at least, so let me just make sure I spelled this right. Dr. Mercury VT. You in 10 years, I'm gonna miss you, girl. I won't be gone that long, okay? Raid. Here are the raid messages. If you guys wouldn't mind copying them and spamming them when we get over there, I would really appreciate it. Well, I don't know when the next stream will be, but as I said, they'll be kind of impromptu, so you can keep notifications on for Twitch or through Discord, because it sends out pings, I hope, for whenever I'm live on Discord. I'm gonna be even older, man, by the next stream. Impossible. I thought you were already at like 100. Just kidding. But thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to everyone who stopped by, and thank you to Ether as well for the raid. I really appreciate the support that you guys have shown me for my brief comeback. This isn't an official comeback in my opinion, but this is a step to it. I'm gonna be 200. Damn, this guy's already got 1 foot. He's already buried 6 feet under. Did you pick out a nice little coffin though, at least? A nice cozy little hell, you know? But I hope you guys enjoyed this playthrough. I'll post YouTube has been popping off with VODs for some reason, but I'll see you guys on the next stream. Thank you guys so much for coming. Copy the raid message and spam it when we get there. Thank you so much. Goodbye!